Hello, I am Jean and this is Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Complete Edition, which means basically Shadow of Death expansion, and today we are going to play a campaign from Shadow of Death called New Beginning, which I decided is a fitting campaign to start over a channel because it's been a very long time since I recorded anything. I still need to work on my English and my speech abilities, so yeah, I thought this might be a great way to jump into it again. And I don't know if I'm going to do the rest of the campaigns, but even if I finish one, that's, I think, a great thing. I can have breaks, it's not a problem. We don't have to do all of them at once, and because they are all separate stories, it isn't a big problem. I don't have to remember every detail, so yeah, that's very useful. And so like I said, New Beginning is in the was added in the Shadow of Death expansion. If you want to play the game using the order of their of releases, you should start with Restoration of Erathia, which in my opinion is quite easy, and then follow it up with Armageddon's Blade, which in my opinion is quite hard, and then finish it off with Shadow of Death. But Shadow of Death takes place before Restoration of Erathia. It's not very that well connected to it, so which makes it perfect for let's play. And yeah, like I said, New Beginning. Jem arrives from Enroth fresh from succession wars. She first helps Clovergreen militia and then aids a wizard's apprentice against the necromancer of Deja. Succession Wars is the event that takes place during Heroes of Might and Magic 2 on the continent of Enroth. And she essentially is a hero in that game as well, I believe, although I've never played Heroes 2. And our first mission is clearing the border. Essentially we have to defeat all of our enemies, and Jem is limited to level 10. But obviously she will carry on to the next scenario. We are going to start with Wood and Ore because this is a Rampart campaign. And Rampart is quite wood hungry, so crystals, I think we can survive without crystals, and we can build a mage guild very easily. And I'm going to play on hard difficulty. This is because it's the fairest, I guess, the most fair difficulty, because the AI stays the same at the higher levels. It's the same AI, it just gives, like it says, you start with a handicap, and the computer has actually more resources and cheats a little bit, so it's not that fun. So yeah, I'm going to play on the hard difficulty. I think it's the best one.
It is hard to believe a year has passed since Archibald and his necromancer allies were defeated, ending the succession wars. In that time I have been living a nightmare, for I see the ghosts of the fallen all throughout Enroth. I hope my former teacher Amanda is right. I hope moving to a new land, to Antagarich, will still the ghosts of the war.
"8 months ago, my mentor Amanda told me of a device invented in Antagarich. Antagarith? Was there ch or t? It kind of sounded like tib, although I don't know why. Antagarich. That might end the nightmares that have plagued me. This invention, which she called a first aid tent, is capable of healing all manner of wounds. I traveled from Enroth across the ocean to Antagarich and searched until I came to the town of Clovergreen, where I was able to purchase this wonder. First aid tents, I soon learned, were in great demand here. Clovergreen lies in the contestant lands between Erathia, Avli, and Deja. Currently these lands are Arathian territory, but the Deja necromancers were raiding over its border. Since the Arathian military has been slow to respond to this threat, Clovergreen's mayor Delino was raising militia troops, but lacking an experienced commander to lead them. When Delino learned that I had been a general in the Enroth succession wars, he summoned me to Clover's Green town hall to discuss his plight. He won my sympathy, and I agreed to command Delino's militia in a campaign to destroy the necromancers. I do not relish going to war again, but the necromancers must be stopped before they devastate Arathia, as they did Enroth. So this is the story of Gem. She also have a short background here. Gem was one of the greatest sorceresses that Enroth had ever seen, serving King Roland Iron Fist during the Succession Wars. Shortly after Roland had secured the throne of Enroth, game left for Antagorith. So yes, as we can see, she is level 1 sorceress. This is a kind of a fake hero class, because there is no such thing as sorceress in Heroes 3. It's essentially a druid with a different name, but that's fine because it's a reference to Heroes 2, where you don't really have towns. I mean, you have towns, but you do have towns, but they are decided using the hero class. So you can choose a knight, a sorceress, and stuff like that. And they aren't called like castle, and then you're choosing between knights and clerics or something like that. So she's a sorceress. Oh, and she specializes in first aid, which isn't a great ability in my opinion. She also has basic wisdom, which is useful. And yes, we start with 2 rampant town, Gladeroot and Emerald Moor. Alright. And they don't have any creatures dwelling, and we only have 18 centaurs, which will make things quite hard. Let's start with town halls in both towns, because we want to increase our income, and then we should hire a hero like Kyrie. I believe it's a woman. Her ability, yes. Absolutely an amazing hero. I love her. She also has a few troops that will make things much easier. Alright, so let's move here. By the way, I've played this campaign, so I know where I should go in order to secure these sawmills. Like I said, sawmills are ramparts are very wood hungry, and so securing ramparts, sawmills quickly is very important. Alright, let's go here and secure this ore pit. Alright, and so Gladeroot is going to be our military base, so we are going to start by building creature dwellings here, while Emerald Moor is going to serve as our main source of income, at least in the beginning. Woo! Slow. And Cure, by the way, those are nice spells, so we have to make sure to pick them up. Let's take gold. Unfortunately, Kyria isn't going to go to the next scenario with us, only Gem will. So there's no point in leveling her up, but there's also no point in leveling Gem up, because there's enough experience on the map to level up to level 10, to get to level 10. Alright, Evermore We'll build a blacksmith here, and here a homestead, because we want those wood elves, absolutely great archers. Probably the best unit in the entire town. And okay, let's secure the ore pit. Take this. We have an artifact here, Ladybeard of Luck. That's actually not that bad. I'm always convinced this artifact increases. What's the English name of this ability? The one that allows you to learn magic by seeing other enemy spells, which is basically useless. Like this fire elemental, we cannot really fight those. Can we fight dwarves? I'm kind of afraid of this, but it's a nice source of income. Okay, let's build a marketplace, because this will allow us to build a city hall, which will increase our income. And here we'll build Dendroids archers, because Dendroids are quite a nice unit, although they are slow. Can we win this with 60 centaurs? I don't think so. I mean, we are going to win for sure, but with huge casualties. Following Delino's advice, I based my armies at a pair of vacant rampart castles north of Clovergreen. These castles are to me an odd combination of old and new. Some of the creatures living in these castles seem like old friends, the dwarves, elves and unicorns. I have also commanded centaurs in the past, though they were archers, not lancers. But I find it strange that Pegasi, Dendroids and dragons also calls these castles their home. Yes, that's a reference to the composition of Sorceress Town in Heroes 2. And I really like this, because it means that essentially races aren't just tied to one type of town in this world. Dwarves on Erathia might be allied with elves, but on the other continent or world, because it happens in Heroes of Might and Magic 4, sorry. Dwarves are allied there with mages, I believe. So I really like this. Or for example, Griffons from Erathia abandon Erathia after the events of Heroes 3, and then join nature forces in Heroes 4, which is like a Rampart version, which is like a version of Rampart. So yeah, I really like that. Makes the world more believable. It's not like, only we have access to these magical creatures, and they only want to serve us, not other people. Alright, day 5. Enchanted Spring, why not? Pegasi aren't great, but they're fast. So that's useful, especially when fighting fast opponents. We don't really need those right now. Here, lot of Magus. No, we don't want to fight this. Lot of Silver Pegasi, absolutely not. Okay, so just pick up this wood, and well, I think we should fight those vampires or ogre magi. It's a very bad choice. Why? There's so many powerful creatures here. Oh, that hurts really badly. Alright, let's focus now on Gladewood. No point in buying anything here. Although maybe Centaur stables, so we can gather centaurs over time. Additional centaurs are never a bad idea. We won't fight those, like we don't have any chances, although let's start doing something about our army. Let's do something like this. This allows us to So let's start by recruiting those Pegasi. And maybe try to... What can we fight? Let's go for these dwarves. But yeah, those one creature units allows us to do a lot of nice things during a battle. They can serve as meat shield, body blockers. They can take on retaliation, so your more precious units don't, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's very useful. And what have I done? What have I done? I don't have enough gold. For castle. It hurts really badly. I'm gonna be honest. You can pick it up. Because that would double our base creature growth. Can we sell something? I don't think so. We only have one marketplace, which means that the rates are absolutely terrible. Yeah, like we would have to sell almost our entire... all of our ore just for 1,000. 25? We will then end up with 4,655. So we still... Okay, you know what? Let's try to do it. No, not everything. Just 43. Absolutely a horrible rate. The more marketplaces you have, the better the course. Alright, and now we want... Oh, I miscalculated it actually. That's good to see. Alright. A lot of resources, but I think it's going to be worth it. I've just built it in a wrong city. Alright, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'm such a moron. I'm going to simply load the game and do something like that. So let's not pick up those Pegasi. Let's just sell a couple of those. That's enough. And then we are going to build a castle here. Right. You can pick up this. You can actually visit that. Free experience is always nice. You can go here to pick up this gold. We cannot fight those. We don't have money for our Pegasi, but we can take over this dwelling, because that means the number of Pegasi we get here in Gladewood will increase. So it's always worth taking over those dwellings just to increase our base value of increase the number of creatures our towns produce. Okay, what do we want actually to fight? Can we actually fight anything? Maybe those dwarves. Let's go here. An entire episode and I still haven't fought anything. Air elementals aren't really that bad. Who knows? Can we build anything here? Maybe a mage guild. What do you have here? Haste, slow, nice. This spell is also nice. What do we have here? Slow, cure, right? A mage arrow. I don't think we can build something here. So a homestead. You know what? Pick up those centaurs and wood elves perfectly. Take them, and we can go for these to plunder those dwarven treasury. Why not? Ooh, boots of speed. I really want that artifact. Absolutely. Alright, we don't have any money. Take them, and... Alright, let's do it. Yes. 50 dwarfs, okay. That's probably the easiest option we can get. Alright, we do have Lightning Bolt, which isn't very powerful right now because we only have 1 point of spell power, but it's going to change in the future. But alright, who should we hit first? Try to hurt this one. How should we do it? Slow him. He reflected it. Alright, let's use those guys as bait then. We don't want him to hurt our wood elf. But fortunately our centaurs are much faster, so let's stay here. Let's just use them as bait. You can walk up to our main unit. I guess that's fine. Just bait, and you just stay here because that means he might come over, but I hope he won't. Maybe just stay here. That was a bad idea. Go here. Okay, this worked. This didn't work. Alright. You move here. Let's all relocate. Alright, that's actually not that bad. We're going to attack this one. And you are going to run here. Yes, because they cannot actually catch up to us. Now they can, but it's a big deal. Go here, you are just a bait. You can defend, no point in... Ooh, alright. One more centaur loss, that isn't a big deal. Kill this one. Shoot him. Defend. He waited, so now he can attack once more before this dwarf does anything. Let's kill them. 6 centaurs, that isn't that bad. Basic fighting, I don't think it's useful here. Some loot, and I think this is going to be all for now. Sorry that we haven't fought anything, but this is an ideal those creatures are an ideal to fight, so I guess we'll have to live with that. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope we will see each other in the next episode, and well, bye bye!